Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to White Shadows, and welcome to your monthly tarot reading, forecast, whatever for September. Feel free to watch your sun, moon, and rising signs. Comment below if you have any questions or even comments or concerns, and I will get back to you. Down below, I will put the information for my business pages, and it's just very simply White Shadow Spiritual Advising. Yeah. Oh, if you would like a reading, please message me through one of these platforms, okay? So, Gemini, this month is going to be one of, the word that is coming to me is karmic solace, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but those are the words that are coming to me, and maybe you guys will resonate with that. I'm a Gemini myself, and I feel like I totally resonate with those words, even if it might not make, the most sense. This is definitely going to be a month of us karmically exploring things, and it's not going to be a bad thing. Geminis, I feel like, it's been an interesting year for everyone. However, Geminis, a Gemini myself, I feel like I've definitely been, and we have been breaking a lot of cycles and starting brand new cycles at the same time, and brand new lessons coming out of brand new lessons. And this month is going to highlight that as well, and also brings forth some rewards for doing that. So 5 cards came out for you guys, and I usually go for 4, so that definitely says something to me. Spirit has a lot to say to you. Maybe you guys really need to go get a reading during this time, whether from me or another reader. Spirit is loud for you guys in the month of September, and probably, even right now as the month is just beginning. So the first card you're receiving, Gemini, is the 4 of Swords. Very simply, this is a card of meditation and prayer. You will find your answers through meditation and going within and diving more into that inner world, into that womb energy, into your shadow, and you will discover a lot there, maybe even a whole new you. This card teaches us to find times for both meditation and prayer. The difference between prayer and meditation is being one with our Creator, and praying is speaking to our Creator. So make sure you're finding time throughout your days to do both of those. They're both very important. And this is also can be a card of solitude, having your sacred alone time is going to be really important for you guys this month, and really just allowing your energy to work itself out, to realign itself as it sees fit. Allow your natural cycles to really do the job it's meant to do this month. And then we are receiving the Judgment card, Geminis. I feel like I'm pretty sure Gemini's got the Judgment card quite a couple times already with the short amount of readings that I've done for you guys. So very simply, the same lesson that you guys keep failing at, it's coming back around again this month, and you better do something about it, okay? The Judgment card is very much about the creator, your spirit guides, calling you to hand in that homework. It's time to hand in that essay, and it better be double spaced. It better be 5 paragraphs. There better not be spelling errors, and any errors that are in this metaphorical essay are going to be written down and put in your Akashic records. This is a time of renewal and rejuvenation, but also a review, reviewing how far you've come, and also seeing how far you have to go. It's a card that pushes us to celebrate that we've come a long way, but at the same time recognize that we do, all of us still have a lot of healing to do and a lot of things to learn. But Gemini, you're about to have a lesson that keeps coming up, come up again this month, and let's overcome it this time, okay? Especially with the 4 of Swords telling you to meditate. If you really pick up that practice of meditation, then this lesson that keeps coming back around for you won't be as difficult for you to actually grasp and overcome and conquer. Maybe this lesson, this experience keeps coming back around, and maybe while you're in it, you're like, damn it, I knew I should have stopped myself. I should have acted different. But now this time, if you're in a more of a meditative state and maybe even a more mature state, you'll see it coming and say, I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to act how I wish I acted in the past. And I think you guys are actually going to do it this month, and it's going to be a major, major breakthrough for you. And it's going to open the floodgate to a lot of karmic reward. Whatever this lesson is with the Six of Cups coming out, it goes back into your past lifetimes. It goes back into your childhood. This is a lesson that once you conquer it will help you to overcome childhood traumas, maybe traumas of abandonment or some sort of abuse or just an experience that really stuck with you. The Six of Cups really pushes us to connect with our inner child. Maybe something that'll be really helpful for you this month is to meditate and purposely connect with your inner child and ask your inner child what it is they want from you. What can you do to help that inner child? Or maybe think back to a time, let's say something bad happened to you when you were 7 years old. Then go back to that 7-year-old child and give that child what it needs. Maybe it needs, he or she needs a hug, or to be heard that he or she is loved and cared for and protected. That's going to be really important work for you guys during this month. Don't allow a chaotic situation come in and act like a crazy, unhealed, unhinged adult, okay? Try and connect that inner child maybe that is like, loving and understanding and more empathetic. Maybe as you got older, life hardened you too much and you need to connect with your inner child now in order to really overcome whatever this lesson is that the Judgment card keeps bringing your way. If a specific argument keeps happening, if you keep going back to a substance, if you keep letting someone walk all over you, if you keep staying in a toxic relationship, whatever it is, your inner child will be of great help for you to overcome this. And also to recognize that this is very, very karmic. This is one of the greatest karmic lessons you will experience in this lifetime, and one of the most important ones. Not the most important, but certainly one of them. So maybe if you're able to really recognize that and accept that, maybe you'll take it more seriously, or you'll try a little bit harder. It's so easy to get in situations and just act the way that you used to. And so this month, Gemini, you're going to have the opportunity to act and be different in a certain situation so that it doesn't have to keep coming up for you. And then to make it even better, Gemini, you get in the Strength card. So this is very much a card of using honey instead of vinegar. The saying, you catch more more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. That is the essence of this card. This is a card of being the peacemaker, being the peaceful energy in a room of chaos. If you see in this picture, this woman is taming a lion. She's closing his mouth, and that pretty much is symbolic of her being able to step into a chaotic situation and transmute it into a peaceful situation. So you might, again, have to be a peacemaker for people. You might have to be a voice of reason, or maybe you're really trying to get your point across and you're just yelling instead of speaking. So really be aware of your tone during this month. Be aware of how you speak to people. Gemini, we are a sign of communication ruled by Mercury, and so we can be very sharp with our tongues, and that might be a lesson that is coming forth again this month, is how to speak and get your point across and be truthful and set your boundaries and, let someone know how you feel, but not be, for lack of better words, a bitch or be mean or be rude. There is a fine line, obviously, and the Strength card really teaches us that and helps us to embrace that. The Strength card is very much a card of the lion and the lamb, but it also, with this card, it ensures a good outcome because of our own personal strength, So ultimately, no matter what happens, we will be okay and we will be able to get through it. But it'll be a lot easier if we can get through it with the guidance that I just gave us, as we're all Geminis here. And we'll finally be able to overcome it. And the last card you're receiving, Gemini, is the Star. So you're on the right path. You're doing the right things. You have a lot of blessings coming your way. A lot of worries are going to be lifted during this time, but you are facing some heavy karmic stuff. And it's old karmic stuff. It keeps coming back because you haven't fully learned the lesson yet. You haven't fully, you haven't fully beat it. You haven't gotten an A on that essay yet, you haven't fully embraced the lesson. And maybe you feel like you do, but you keep acting in a way that's still not how you should be acting. So act right and the lesson will surpass. And with the Star card, it's all about the journey with this card. This is like a card of wishes. This is a card of ensuring you that you're doing the right thing. It's mostly a card to be on the right path. Whew. I am sorry, but see, I'm right. My grandmother used to always say, if you're saying something and then you sneeze or someone else sneezes, it means that they're right. So, ooh, I'm gonna sneeze again. Okay, I'm good. We don't edit shit up in here, okay? You get the raw, unedited version, okay? So the Star card, it represents a happy outcome. So I feel like it's showing that you guys are going to finally overcome this lesson, and know that there's a lot of greatness on the other side of this. There's a lot more better things on the other side of this lesson. And once you can just really grasp this and overcome it, you're going to break free into really great energy. You're probably going to break free into the energy you've been waiting for. And maybe you're like, why haven't I received, whatever, more creativity, more money, more intimacy? And it's because you haven't fully learned this lesson. You haven't overcome this karmic cycle. You haven't learned this karmic lesson fully yet. But again, in this month of September, you're going to have the opportunity to do that. And I think you guys will. And if you do pass, there's a lot on the other side of that. So good luck, Gemini. Know that you have great things coming your way. The stars are aligning for something really beautiful for you guys. So it'll be a great month for you, and things are going to keep onward and upward, but be aware of that karmic lesson that's going to come back around again, okay? Have a great month.